Marriage. God created marriage. Marriage is good. Law represents the relationship we have between Jesus and the church. His bride. Here we go. The name of this song is Marriage. 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 Marriage wasn't meant to be break up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love. Sometimes it's just. Talking about marriage. God created marriage from the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. One more time. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love. Sometimes it's tough. Let's go back to the beginning. But before we go back to the beginning, Jesus addressed marriage in Matthew chapter 19, verse 6. So they are no longer two, but one flesh, Jesus said. The man and his wife. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. And we see that in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 28. When God created man, and man was in the garden of Eden, beautiful garden. God created animals and beautiful birds and everything. But yet there was not a help meet for a man. A person made compatible for him. So God took one of his ribs and created woman and present him to the man, which is Adam. And Adam said to Eve, because you're bones of my bones and flesh of my flesh, you shall be called woman, because you was taken from man. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that sweet? Isn't that nice? No, Genesis chapter 2, go further. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So Genesis 1, chapter 1, 26 to 28. God said it's not good for man to be alone. Genesis chapter 2, God created woman for man. Both of them are compatible. And for them to reproduce and replenish the earth. Let's touch on to some very important subject concerning the marriage, the wife. Proverbs chapter 31. Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is beyond rubies, diamonds, gold. That's Proverbs chapter 31. From 10 to 12. Read it for yourself all the way through 31. Because 29 to 31 end up to say, give her her flowers. Give her what due to her. It did start out that her husband safely trusts in her. And he should take care of the home and take care of him and the children. Proverbs chapter 31. Read it for yourself. I said, marriage wasn't meant to be break up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love. Sometimes it's tough. Okay, Luke chapter 16 verse 18. Whosoever divorces his wife and marries another committed adultery. And whosoever married her who is divorced from her husband commits adultery. Well, you gotta stay together, work it out, stick together. Okay, now 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Talk about wife and husband to work it out. Verse 1 to 5 address the husband and the wife. They should render to each other due benevolence, sexually take care of each other, affectionately. Oh yes. The husband don't have authority over his body, neither does the wife. And they must not deprave each other, only with consent from each other to fasting. Oh yes, read it for yourself. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Address a whole lot of things. Best for a man not to touch a woman, but that they should get married. Oh yes, yes, yes. I said marriage wasn't made to be break up. God created marriage, that's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good, and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love, sometimes it's tough. Come on now, Ephesians chapter 5. Come on, I went straight to it. Marriage. Straight to the target. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22. Wives, submit to yourself to your own husband as unto the Lord. Woo, that's deep. Verse 25, Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. Woo, that's deep. Talking about marriage. Husband and wife. Wives and husband. Okay, how about 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1 to 7? That covers a whole lot deeply. Wives, be submissive to your own husband, that even if some do not obey the word, are not saved, they can be won by the conduct of the wife. Woo! Thinking about marriage. And verse 7, down here, verse 7 said, the husband should dwell with your wives according to knowledge, giving honor to their wives as a weaker vessel. Talking about marriage. Marriage. Oh. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage, God made marriage. That's good. I said marriage wasn't made to be broken up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good, and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love, sometimes it's tough. In God's plan, 1 plus 1. In God's plan, 1 plus 1 don't equal 2, but equal 1. The key to a healthy marriage is to understand God's information from His biblical stand. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. God created marriage, that's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is good, and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love, sometimes it's tough. When the husband loves the wife I said when the husband loves the Lord, the wife loves the Lord. Don't doubt they'll be good. I said when the husband loves the wife, Lord, and the wife of the Lord, don't doubt you have a good time overall. You have a good time. You have a ball. Stay in the Bible. Edify. I said stay in the Bible. Edify yourself for God is the creator of us all. Oh yes, He created us all. Man, woman, husbands and wife. Make sure you get. I said man, woman, husband and wife. Make sure you get the yes from God before you make the right choice. Listen to God. I said, listen to God. Make sure your heart rejoice. Listen to God. Make sure your heart rejoice. For when God gets involved, everyone will rejoice. We have to listen to God's voice. For when God involved, everyone will rejoice. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Husband was your wife to be break up. Marriage takes your husband just as God said. Come on. Grow up and children in the fear of the Lord, so that when they are old they won't be born. Marriage wasn't meant to be break up. Marriage is sweet and love, sometimes it's just. Marriage. We're singing about marriage. So all your husbands and wives out here stick together. That's what God expects. imagine if God would abandon us? We all would end up in hell. And all you single people out there, when you are single, you are married to the Lord. When you are single, Jesus Christ is your husband. Girls, pray to God. But this is the end time. Husband, love your wife as you love yourself. Wife, respect your husband. When you trust God said you right. Grow up the children in the fear of the Lord. So that when they're old, they won't depart. But if you still can't keep yourself, get married. That's what the scripture says. Come on again, one more time. I said marriage wasn't made to be break up, break up. God created marriage. That's good enough. Marriage wasn't made to be break up. I said marriage wasn't made to be break up, break up. Marriage is good, and it's just. Marriage wasn't made to be broken up. Marriage is sweet and love. Sometimes it's not. Marriage